Hey everyone, I am Anthony Scott at ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we are taking a look at a couple of kaiju figures from a company called Titanicus Creations, which is located on the top right here. And these are brand new 6-7 inch scale kaiju figures. They were kind enough to send along 2 of them, so greatly appreciate that. This one here is Titanicus, hopefully I'm saying that right. And you see the artwork right there on the front. This is a brand new character that they just created. So he and the rest of the line will fit in great with Godzilla and other your monsters. The artwork on here is just very nice to look at. The sides are just buildings, as is the back there. So as far as the box is concerned, this is the only look at the monster inside that you'll get. And here's a look at the packaging for Nosferadon. Similar style box with an image of the monster on the front there. And just like Titanicus, you have buildings on the side, which you see here, and also on the back here. And of course, the name of the company is right there on top, and both boxes have nothing on the bottom there. Both figures are packaged inside a plastic tray, and each one comes with their own comic book. So you get a little bit of a backstory. This one is Titanicus number 0, which you see right here, and very nice artwork as featured on the box. Here is a closer look at the comic book. Great artwork on the front. As I said, Titanicus number 0 right there on top, and just bringing that in a little bit closer, proper credit and all. Here is a look at the back. And just to flip through a couple of pages, not to give you guys any spoilers or anything, but just to give you an idea of some of the artwork. And let's just take a look at this final page here. Here is your in-hand look at Titanicus. He features a great sculpt with a lot of good sculpted detail, which you see applied on the skin here. And the other major aspect about the figure are all the bones sculpted to him, especially on his back, his tail, and of course his chest. See a lot of great sculpted detail going on here. His head sculpt, you can see the little eyes right there, but that one piece sticking out of his forehead is definitely a nice touch. And the other thing I want to talk about is this huge bone structure right on his back. So you can see just how big that is. That's very nicely done. My guess is that if he jumps back, he could do a phenomenal amount of damage to an opponent or a building or something. And here's another look at all those bone structures on the tail here. Especially this part that almost looks like a claw or something. So they definitely did a nice job here. Going back to the head sculpt. Now in the comic, you see him shooting out ice from his mouth. I don't know if he breathes fire, but there's definitely an ice attack he can do. That's featured in the comic book. So as far as articulation goes, he has 4 major points of articulation. The head has no articulation, the jaw has no articulation. So this will just stay like that. However, he does have swivel arms, which you see me moving around here. And he has swivel hips. So he has that. Let's take a look at the bottom of his feet. He's got that little design right there. I don't know if that's battle damage or something. Let's turn him around one more time, giving you guys a really good look at him. Nosferadon is, if I'm saying that correctly, is up next, and it's issue number 1 right there on the front of the comic. And behind him, he is packaged in a plastic tray, which you see there. Here's a closer look at the comic book. Really nicely done artwork here. Let's bring it in a little bit closer for the credits. And here is a look at the back. So, opening this up, just showing you guys a preview of a few of the pages and the artwork here. Let's see if we can find a good one with the creature. Here we go. So, very nicely done. I'm really happy that they included a comic book just to give you an idea of a little bit of backstory and some information about these characters. Here is an in-hand look at Nosferadon. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. There's a lot of great sculpted detail here, and I'm really loving the colors, especially over Titanicus. They really did a stellar job on this figure. I'm really especially loving the color, which you see back here on the back of the wings. This is really something special. Let's turn them around. And of course, the front of the rings. There's just really so much to love about this character's design. This is actually my favorite of the two. I'm loving the bright yellow-orange deco, and of course the purple. Color choices, they really did a nice job. Sculpt, they really did a nice job. And overall design, they really did a nice job. So, here's a wide look at the character with the tail. Tail moves as shown. And of course, he's got this almost like a scorpion thing on the back here. He's got these details right in front here. There's just really so much to love, as I said, about the character. The eyes, which you see here, he's got a total of 6 eyes. And that is, let's just move this out of the way. Total of 6 eyes, 3 on each side. Inside the mouth. Very, very nicely done. As far as articulation goes, he has 5 points of articulation. The swivel tail, which I just showed you, and of course he's got the swivel shoulders right here, so those can move as shown, and he's got the swivel hips. So, oh, excuse me, he's got swivel ankles too. I did not originally see that. So that would be a total of 7 points. So with these poses and articulation, you can put them in various poses and as shown. So there's a lot of different ways to display them, which is kind of cool. And as I said, he can be displayed with Godzilla. He can fight Godzilla, a figure from other companies. And he definitely fits in very nicely with the overall monsters theme. Overall, both Titanicus and Nosferadon, hopefully one of those is the correct way to pronounce it, are fantastic figures. I think fans of Godzilla and other kaiju characters are definitely going to love these. Highly recommended to purchase them. Check out TitanicCreations.com, link below in the YouTube description, and on ToyHypeUSA.com. Just click off that link. We would greatly appreciate that before you purchase these. Thank you again to Titanic Creations for sending these along for review. Greatly appreciate that. I am Anthony Scott at ToyHypeUSA.com. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos and reviews.